Happy holidays, Ravens family. It's your boy Joshua from the TTB family. I'm doing the pregame show solo today. McConnell will be here for the postgame show. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to get in. I know people still, maybe getting their food in, still maybe even unwrapping some gifts. So we're just gonna take a little bit of time, wait for some people to come in. But if you ain't gonna get in the chat, talk to me. Tell me how y'all doing. Tell me how y'all Christmas was. Starting off, boy, what's going on? Good grief, what an interesting season. Hey, if you would have told me things was going to be like this back in August, missing guys, plugging and playing people, I honestly would never imagine this season being the way it honestly had. But it wouldn't be Ravens football if it wasn't a roller coaster type of season. Hey, as fans, we got to roll with the punches. Everybody else in the stream, tell me how y'all doing, how y'all feeling. We're going to wait till a couple more people get in. I know it's 12:01. I know we're playing at 1 o'clock in Cincinnati. It's crazy not even, seeing a type of snowy type of game, because Midwest, they usually got some interesting weather up there. So, I think it's clear. I think it's clear, real sunny today. Just waiting for the folks to keep on piling in. I know it's early. We got spoiled. We got spoiled with the 4:25 game last week. Now we back to the 1 o'clocks. If JJ comes to beat Cincy, we have no excuses. Man, listen, I put it like this. I want to say we never had any excuses, in my opinion. I can't keep on saying, we don't have our starters. We got guys on the COVID list. We got guys out of the season. No, at the end of the day, you're a professional. You get paid to play the game that you love. So literally when your number gets called, you have to rise to the occasion. So I can't keep on saying no excuses. So Josh Johnson, for him being 35, him being another journeyman, playing with the Jets early this season. Also playing with the Washington football team back in 2018. I think let me just look at the stats. So back in 2018, he powered up 590 yards with 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. This year, previously with the Jets, he racked up 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. So I know guys are looking for Josh Johnson to have a, I guess, Ryan Fitzpatrick-esque, maybe Anthony Wright, old school Ravens type of game. But, we don't know for sure. But, obviously we can see that Josh Johnson can come in and at least get a job done. But don't be surprised, if Kenji Barhart, the Baltimore native coming from Cabo Hall, gets some playing time. Because, right now, honestly, I feel like this game is an audition game for anybody because a lot of pieces got moved, to this active roster. Lisa, hey Josh, please convince me how good Josh Johnson is. I don't know if I can do any convincing. Honestly, I don't know. He's been in the league for a while. Unfortunately, his career stats is 1,966 yards, 11 touchdowns with 15 interceptions. So I don't know how much convincing I can do right now. Only thing I can say is, he's in the Raven system. Hopefully, Greg Roman and Wink Martindale, they dial plays up for this offense and defense to come out there and play a solid game. Because this is a need to win game. Honestly, in my opinion. Mark Tip, thank you for the super chat. Bring on the offseason in the draft. Listen, this is something I've been preaching for a couple of weeks. Ravens fans, kind of feel some type of way about me saying, hang up Lamar's cleats for the season. Me personally, I'm just looking out for this young man's safety. Let the rest of the team come back healthy, and healed. Let us go add some more, pieces that can be more productive to this team. and let's go add some better pieces for the years to come in this year's draft. Because honestly, that's what it's looking like right now. We're sitting on the bubble of the playoffs right now. And me personally, I don't want to make the playoffs. That's just me personally. I know, Ravens fans are always supposed to be optimistic, always root for their teams, but I'm still rooting for my team. I'm rooting for my team in a different way. I'm looking at the long game right now, because looking at the game, the short game of, oh yeah, we need to win, we need to get to the playoffs, we need to make it to the Super Bowl. Not with this decimated team. No, we don't. not with this decimated team. Chris Reed, first team in the NFL with 3 straight losses with a combined 4 points. I don't know. I still think we can win. Listen, long as those guys dress up in that purple, and that black, that purple and that white, you always got a chance to win. It's any given Sunday. I mean, hell, I know you guys watch the movie. I know y'all know the story of Willie Beeman. So literally, anything can truly happen this Sunday. So I mean, it really falls down on these guys just rising to the occasion. Joey B and Jamar Chase, we know what they bring to the table. Higgins, we know what those guys bring to the table. But at the end of the day, defense has got to play a smart game. Josh Johnson, he has to play a I want to say a star-style game, but he has to play a game better than the games that he played in his entire career of being in the NFL. I definitely believe that for sure. Yolanda, how you doing? I think we all are a bit nervous about today's game. Hope for the best today. Go Ravens. Oh, yeah. I definitely would say we're all nervous. Me personally, I'm not nervous to the extent where, it's going to get me stressing myself. I'm more, I'm okay. I'm okay for the simple fact that, we've done a lot to, be where we are. Granted, we have lost some games where, we felt like as fans, things could have been handled better. But hey, you roll the dice sometimes you win, sometimes you crap out. Y'all know how it is going to the casino. So, I mean, can't be mad all the time. We got to keep on rolling with the punches. This has been a real ailing season for this Ravens team. But this Ravens team has shown resolve. They show resilience. They show that they can fight against adversity, how they can come back and win. So, yeah, I don't like the moral victories, but right now, out of this season, we had to take some moral victories. Chris Reed, do you think a top 14, 18 pick would be beneficial for this team as good as we are healthy? I think next year is our year, in all honesty, and free agency will be deep this year. Honestly, me personally, Chris, I do think a top 14 to 18 pick will be very beneficial to this team. We definitely need to add. We definitely had holes we need to fill, especially in regards to that offensive line. But also, we got to think about defensive line too. Brandon Williams' contract is up this upcoming season. We don't know if Calais will possibly be retiring or he wants to come back. Yes, we have Justin Matabike and Broderick Washington and stuff like that. But I feel like we still need to add, a stellar, possible corner, right tackle, if anything. Ben Cle- I don't think we need a left guard personally, but I do feel like in the later rounds we do need to possibly draft a left tackle. If Ronnie Stanley does not come back, fully healthy. And what I mean by fully healthy is truly take his rehabilitation serious and don't rush it. Because me personally, I felt like he rushed to be back for game 1 this year, and that aggravated the injury. So I want all my guys to come back stronger than ever, better than ever. Don't press the issue. Don't rush the issue, because at the end of the day, your health comes first. And that's in any situation, any job, anything you're doing. You have to look out for self first. Kingbird 97, you think we make the playoffs, bro? Listen, Ravens fans, I'm going to say this. I don't feel like we should make the playoffs. I'm going to put like, and don't deem me for this. The reason I don't feel like we should make the playoffs is because if we get into the playoffs this year, I feel like it's going to be one and done. That right there, that's not going to serve no purpose to us as an organization. Me personally, I feel like all that's going to do is continue hurting the narrative of Lamar Jackson and his Ravens team since he has taken over. We've been that team where we can get hot and win, and we can get the vibe at the same time. Because we had so much relaxation, we can't keep the ball rolling. Or we can get one monkey off our back, but at the same time we can't get another monkey in our back. I.e., how we beat the Titans, but when we went to Buffalo, we couldn't beat them. And it'll still be the conversation of, well, you got Greg Roman, you got Wink Martindale not calling the right plays. Honestly, I'm tired of hearing this story. I'm ready to see change, and from top to bottom, from coaches to players, honestly. So right now, I don't think it's the best. I don't think this year will be the best time for us to make it to the playoffs, because I don't feel like we're going to be a team that rolls into the playoffs hot and win. I feel like we'll be a one and done team. Yeah. Pete and Cincy, LA, and Steelers, you had to win out these last 3 games in order for us to make a strong playoff push. Granted, last night the Browns helped us a little more by losing to the Green Bay Packers. I do feel like that was a bad play calling. Also, outside of Baker Mayfield throwing 3 interceptions. But I mean, on top of that, though, I mean, we got to be real. We got to be real. This season has been very injury plagued. This season has been tried and true. So us winning all 3 games, I don't know. I don't think it's highly possible right now, unless this Ravens team can show that they have a little bit more fight and that they can complete the games. Because right now we're on a 3-game winning streak. That does hurt your morale as a team. Think about that. Hate this box. The Ravens might just want 2 more victories against the division, but really don't need to go to the playoffs. What's the real benefit of going one and done? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Like right now, it really doesn't serve us any purpose for us to make it to the playoffs and play against maybe the number 2 team in the playoffs and lose. And right now, look at the playoff picture. The team that we beat in week 2 is now leading the playoff hunt. They're 10-4. Then you have the Titans. And then, surprisingly, you have number 3, the Patriots, with a Mac Jones. And the Bengals are sitting at number 4 in the playoffs. And you have the Colts, the Chargers, and the Bills, and we're literally on the bubble. And the crazy thing is things can go so crazy. I mean, the Steelers play against the Chiefs. Now, who knows how that game could go? The Steelers possibly could beat the Chiefs. They've been having fourth quarter comebacks, for the past couple weeks, honestly, since they played us. The Ravens could beat the Bengals out today. We may could possibly move up. But right now, what purpose is that going to serve this Ravens team? I don't think it's going to help us out. I think it'd be more of a moral victory. Hey, we had to back up to the backup play today. And, he put up 30 points against the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, that's cool. All right, Ravens fans, we can take that into Monday. Talk about how we won. With the backup to the backup quarterback. That's cool. But right now, that's not. I want more than that. I'm tired of. Oh yeah, I don't want to go into Monday. We're just talking about. Oh yeah, we got the W against such team. No, I'm gonna be going to Monday like, hey, we've been there before, but we on a mission. The same way before everybody got hurt, they was on a mission. I want the Ravens fans. I want us Ravens fans to be just like the Ravens players. We're cool with the W, but we got bigger fish to fry, which is the Super Bowl. And right now, I don't with the ailing team this year, I don't think Super Bowl's in our picture. Let me see. Y'all in here chatting. Shout out to the 27 people in the stream right now. Listen, like, share, subscribe, comment, smash that like button. Follow us on TTB _Ravens. Make sure, if y'all listen to the audio. Follow us on Spotify and also Apple Podcasts. And make sure y'all communicate with us on Twitter. We definitely be talking during the games, man. And we love and we love having conversations with y'all, when we go live stream, man. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be sitting here at 2,000 subscribers. So, share with everybody, man. We appreciate that. For real. Hold on, y'all in here talking real fast. Let me see. Chris, I think we can win. It's just this team is so decimated. It's not funny. I think we need to go on and regroup our coaching staff and get D and offensive line and secondary. This team healthy is a Super Bowl team. Listen, since Lamar has taken over, that was 2018. We have been, a playoff contentional team for sure. But right now, we can't just continue being a playoff contentional team. We have to be that team that, all right, we are a Super Bowl contender team and live up to the hype. Not just, oh yeah, we can get all these dubs in a regular season. No, the second season is when it counts. It'd be different if we were a fully healthy team and we were sitting at this record right now of 8-6. Okay, I can see us, and we make it to the wild card, and we start rolling, get heating up, because sometimes that happens. I mean, hell, look at the Colts. I think they're on a streak when Jonathan Taylor rushes over 100 yards. The Miami Dolphins, towards the end of the season, they've gone 6-0. Even when the Chiefs have lost to us, and they try to say with Travis Kelce, with his beard back, I think they're like 6-0, possibly. So it's so many things that can happen, so many superstitions in the NFL and sports around it, where teams can just go on a run and they can just roll. So I definitely feel like we could possibly come out with this win today, but no, I definitely agree with Chris. We definitely finish the season out as strong as possible. If I do some evaluations, definitely answer those questions and fill those gaps within the coaching staff, and fill those gaps with the offensive line and secondary and defensive line as well. Because, like you said, I totally agree. When this team is healthy, we can be a Super Bowl contender. Focus on getting a real wide receiver one and an actual LT. Now come on now. I would say Ronnie Stanley is a true LT. Like I said, he literally, in my opinion, I feel like he rushed it, and the Ravens organization rushed it as well to get him back for week one. And I feel like the trainers and him should have just really didn't. They shouldn't have rushed the issue. They should have just gone ahead, let him heal, come back, week 5 if it needed to be. We don't know how things could have been right right now. But in regards of a wide receiver number one, I would actually be getting someone, a free agent, someone that's more Anquan Bolden-esque, or maybe Steve Smith-esque, someone that's already established. That's more of a security blanket for Lamar Jackson, and then also that can help him, continue his game as a passer in this league. Let me see what else y'all got for me. Woo. But I'm gonna get up almost to the point where I wish COVID would just end the season. Every unlucky thing has happened to us this year. I mean, honestly, man, me personally, with how the NBA and how the NFL is going in regards of guys going to COVID protocol right now, I definitely feel like this season should have been over. But that's another conversation for another day. I feel like that's a business call. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that right there. Yolanda, thank you for the super chat. And with the question of what are the keys to victory today for the Ravens? Honestly, me personally, I feel like the keys of today for this victory is time of possession. You got to eat up that clock. Don't give Joe Burrow and that offense no time to really get points on the board, because with a decimated secondary, you have to think about play against Jamar Chase, who had a big day against us, and also you got to think about T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and things of those nature. The more time we take on the offensive side of the ball, and get points, the better we are, and we also give that defense rest as well. That front seven has to apply a lot of pressure, in my opinion, to Joey B in order for us to win this game. If you keep Joey B off his rocker, then I feel like we have a good chance of winning this game. But that front seven has to apply pressure. I mean, they got Wink. I don't have time for all the exotic plays. I need him to get Adolfo way up the field. I need him to get Tyus Biles up the field, because we're playing the day without a Justin Houston, and also we're playing the day without Pernell McPhee as well. So that front seven and everybody else that plays on that front seven has to get up the field, and they have to haul tail and get up the field. So just pretty much containing that offense, and make sure we run our offense to perfection, and taking up a lot of time on that ball, taking a lot of time off that clock is going to be the key to us winning. And also, take all the points, meaning if there's a point at the attempt, take the one. If there's a chance for us to get 3 points, take the 3 points. All of those points eventually add up. So that's my keys for us to win today. If anything, we need to resign Sammy. I think also if we can find a way to get Charles Cross or Trevor Pennant in the first that handle right tackle, get a D-line and edge, a free agency if possible. Me personally, I don't feel like resigning Sammy Watkins will be the best thing for this team right now. Chris, only reason I'm saying that because he doesn't bring that factor to this team where, in the previous years when Joe Flacco played. Joe Flacco had Derek Mason. Joe Flacco had Steve Smith. Joe Flacco also had Anquan Bolden. He had guys that he can really rely to and go to, and where guys really looked up to him. And they where guys really looked up to in that wide receiver room. Right now, Sammy Watkins, yes, he's a veteran player. He has played good ball, but also you have to think about it. In certain teams, he was like literally the second or third option, maybe even the fourth. But now you put him in a role where he's like, kind of the first option. He hasn't been playing the best of his ability. Also, he has not been healthy as well. So I feel like we need a more savvy veteran, someone that can really produce, someone that can stay healthy, and someone that, that can, really help coach these young men up. Because right now, I don't think Sammy Watkins is the best role model in regards of wide receiver for, a Rashad Bateman. I don't feel like right now, me personally. Because honestly, I feel like we have some good guys in this wide receiver core in regards to James Prochet, Devin Duvernay, Hollywood, and also Rashad Bateman. Because Rashad Bateman, guarantee next year he's really going to blossom. That's a 1,000-yard receiver in my opinion. Hell, I feel like James Prochet can be a solid number 2 wide receiver. He has solid hands. He's a good route runner. I feel like he just really needs his chance, whether it's with us or with another team. So I definitely feel like, I just don't feel like the same. I don't feel like the same Watkins being resigned back to us will benefit us, honestly. And me personally, I like the right tackle out of Minnesota that played with Bateman. He's about 6'9". Falahi. I'm probably saying his name incorrectly. But he's a big body, So you love to see those type of guys, being out there young. And also I got to look at the right tackle from Kentucky as well. I got to see how his season went. I know he was highly scouted, but this offseason we're gonna be doing scout reports. Because Savion Williams, he went to Tennessee and we transferred over to FAMU. He played good ball. James Houston IV that had 1 year left at University of Florida. He decided to go to Jackson State. he played outside linebacker. He has a great motor. He knows how to, contain the outside. So that's somebody, that could possibly slip into the cracks. So you never know how this draft can go. You never know how this offseason can go. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, the Ravens have to strike fast and strike hot this coming offseason if we want people to really, buy into the system and also, be intricate parts to this team. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about a lot of things going to this offseason. Hey, I was highly ticked off. I get it. Ravens, and I get it. Players and coaches want to go for the W. They want to go for the gusto, for the marbles. I totally respect that. I totally get it. But at the same time, when you play against certain teams, you just can't leave money on the table. If you have the ability to go and get 3 points, and you have one of the best kickers in the NFL, go ahead and get the 3 points. You're going to get the touchdown eventually. Go and just get the points. So, hey man. we just gotta get out there and do our thing, man. Stop trying to play this hero ball. Just play our game. Yes, Yolanda, I forgot. No turnovers. Definitely no turnovers. We need no turnovers, but we got to cause some turnovers today as well. I hope Brandon Stevens get out there and get a pick. I'm interested to see how much playtime Chuck Clark will be playing since he's just coming back. Me personally, I feel like maybe just keeping Brandon Stevens and Tony Jefferson out there to see how they operate and move together. So we definitely got some sites to look for and see, for this Ravens secondary. All right, y'all. It's 12:26. Come on, man. I love it. I love the way y'all talking to me. I appreciate y'all talking to me, man. So many guys. I think we get Tavon Young back today. Patrick Ricard, he's out. Ben Powers, Tyree Phillips, they out. I'm sorry to hear, about Ben Powers, but right now I feel like this is an audition for Ben Cleveland. I feel like if Ben Cleveland finishes out the season strong, not only will this helps his stock and getting that starting left guard position, but also he gets those reps that he deserved, in my opinion, because I feel like Ben Powers shouldn't have been starting this year. But hey, some reason the Ravens have this way with doing rookies the way they do them. Sometimes the only person that's really been starting here and there is Adolfo Way. So I love to see Ben Powers get the time that he deserves out there. The crazy thing about, and honestly, won't happen for for Davante Adams. He is like Bateman, and honestly, honestly the best receiver in the NFL, but just dreams. Davante Adams to the Ravens would be interesting, very interesting. Having two guys that's similar to each other on the outside, between him and Rashad Bateman, and then also having the Hollywood Brown work the middle. That would be an interesting sight to see personally. And I feel like that would take Lamar Jackson's passing game to a whole nother level. I feel like if you have another wide receiver that is a receiver number one caliber type of player, you have to immediately let go of Greg Roman. And I know we talk about this all the time, but we got to think about it. We haven't been attracting no real wide receiver number ones right now. It's because we are a run heavy offense. Now, I'm not saying that we should be getting away from the run game. No, we're in the AFC North, one of the toughest divisions in the NFL, in my opinion. We play smash mouth football. We run hard. We run heavy. But we don't have a strong illusion of the passing game. And I feel like if we establish the passing game a little more, granted, we did that this year because of the the decimated backfield, with Devontae Freeman and Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, Tyshawn Williams, so forth and so forth. But we really would have to change offensive coordinators in order for us to, really attract a real another number one wide receiver, and for them to understand that you're going to get your touches, but also this will be a run heavy team. Almost in a sense, it will have to be almost of a Gary Kubiak, Kyle Shanahan type of offense. See, missed out on T.Y. Hilton, Allen Robinson, and Juju before the season. They all mentioned the scheme. Yeah, those guys are used to getting the ball a lot. Those guys are used to getting fed. And you take away the numbers and production from some of those guys, it's not going to be appealing to someone that's used to getting 50 receptions and 700, maybe 1,000 yards, Kubiak was the best OC we had. Also, remember, we did have Jim Caldwell now. I believe Jim Caldwell was the OC that led us to the Super Bowl. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on it now. Could be wrong. Mark, somebody put a hex on the team. Oh man, I don't know someone. I don't know if someone got an aunt or I don't know if someone put the juju on us, man. But I definitely will say this has not been the most interesting season. This has been so up and down, topsy turvy, not knowing what to expect, not knowing what we're gonna get. But yeah, this definitely been interesting for sure. Eddie Blaze, we are going to get started. Ah man, my boy Eddie already throwing the towel, man, before the game even started. Come on now. It's like going to a fight. That's like going to a fight, and you finally seeing that your opponent, and you saying, you know what? I'm gonna take a rain check on this Saturday night. I'm gonna go ahead and hit on out. No, we can't just hit on out, Eddie. We gotta go out there and play for 60 minutes. We gotta get out there and play for 60 minutes, Eddie. Come on, man. Don't throw in the towel just yet on me. He has his work cut out for him. I know he could have never foreseen the season playing out this way. Definitely, man. I definitely feel like Eric DeCosta didn't see this coming. No one saw this coming. Saw this coming. And this is something you cannot predict at all. You can't predict it, But some of those injuries, like Gus and Marcus Peters, I definitely would say maybe possibly looking into that practice field. I know it's dirt and everything like that, but sometimes being on the dirt surface, that can also not be the best as well. Maybe they should just be taking their practices, keeping their practices inside the facility. I don't know for sure, but some things have to work. The strength and conditioning coach gotta continue making sure these guys on the right regimen, and also these guys gotta continue taking care of their body during the off season as well. We don't really know what they're doing. Yeah, we see some videos here and there of their workouts, but being at this level, at this highest level, you have to continue treating this like a job. You have to continue, feeding your body. You got to do yoga, making sure you're flexible, getting your workouts, and you can't miss, and don't miss leg day. You can never miss leg day. We was taught that in high school. These guys are getting taught that now in middle school. Some of these jokers at 13 about 6 foot even. So you can't miss out on leg day. Yeah. we all know Kubiak was a intelligent coach, and Kubiak really understood. He really loved his big arm quarterbacks, and Joe Flacco was a big arm guy. And honestly, Joe Flacco thrived in the play action. I feel like play action can do Lamar Jackson actually some justice, honestly, and because we all have to think about it too. Lamar Jackson creates the illusion already because he's already an X factor. Um, he has that Michael Vick. He has that Michael Vick presence. Everybody's going to come at him. Everybody's going to want to, beat him down, throw him to the ground because they don't want to get embarrassed. So I feel like, if you find the right coordinator, you can really use that to your advantage. And you know what? Let that run game from Lamar Jackson be the element of surprise. Don't make it a planned situation. No, let Lamar Jackson beat you with his arm. Let Lamar Jackson's running backs beat you with their ability to run the ball. And then when it's all said and done, when you really need something, let Lamar do what Lamar does best, and that's to make lemonade out of lemons. He makes something happen out of nothing. So you definitely it's a lot of things we could talk about. There's a lot of things we have to put in perspective. There's a lot of things we have to think about. So I feel like maybe a possible play action style of offense is the best way to go. And you gotta think about it. People, if J.K. Dobbins was healthy this year, J.K. Dobbins and Jonathan Taylor, in my opinion, would be in the same conversation for MVP. I feel like J.K. Dobbins would be having the same season as Jonathan Taylor right now. You guys can cuss me out, argue with me, fuss me out, whatever. But I feel like J.K. Dobbins and Jonathan Taylor are the same type of running back. Strong, run very hard. Great hands out the backfield. He gives you that element of surprise. He can make guys miss. He reminds you of somebody else that used to play for the Ravens. Number 27. Unfortunately, situations happen, but he played very good, gave us some good gears. But let's see. Man, it's stressful. Man, my boy Justin's not playing today. Chris Board, Geno Stone, Christian Welch, Justin Houston, Pernell McPhee. Yikes, yo. This is tough, man. This is tough. This is I don't honestly, Box, excuse me. Carson Wentz had to play hero ball. Only for the simple fact that his job was pretty much gone in Philly. He wasn't getting that back. Whether it was Nick Foles, Jalen Hurts, Gardner Minshew, whoever it was. I think Carson Wentz needed a refresh. He needed to be in a different position in order for him to really thrive. So I feel like him playing in Indianapolis, he's done a little better. He's done a little better for sure. We got about 20 more minutes before the game starts. I'm gonna give us about 10 more minutes. Like I think I'm thankful for all the 24 people in the stream right now. Like I said, continue to like, share, comment. Tell me what y'all thinking. Tell me what the Ravens need to do today. Give me y'all score predictions. Predictions on offense, defense. With us having, offense with Josh Johnson being our quarterback. Let me know. Continue dropping in the chat, man. If y'all can share it, like I said, I thank you for all y'all love, man. Y'all the ones that keep us going for real. And if you guys not, make sure y'all follow us on Twitter too, TTB_Ravens. If you're not subscribing to us yet on here on YouTube, subscribe to us, man. We got you because of y'all. We still going, so we need more of our Ravens flock, supporting us so we can continue going. Because we, I'll say this: McConnell and myself, we are working on some content for this upcoming off season, and you guys, I feel like you guys are gonna love it. Y'all guys don't want to miss out on this, So, like I said, man, make sure y'all share and like and subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Mr. Chief, didn't Johnson have a decent game against the Colts earlier this year when he played with the New York Jets? I think he did. I can't. Let me see. Yeah, he actually did. They lost, but he went for 317 yards, three touchdowns, and one interception. So that's not a bad game at all. I mean, everybody's wanting, that Josh Johnson, to come out today for the Ravens. But I need Josh Johnson just to play with no pressure on his back. Just go out there and play the game that he loves, Play the game that he's been playing for all these years and just do his job to the best of his ability. Josh Johnson beat the Bengals earlier in the season, right? Let me see. Give me a second. No. So it wasn't Johnson. It was Mike White. It was Mike White that beat those guys. So I mean, Josh Johnson can play. It's not saying that we can't. I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just, my expectations are not high right now. I just want these guys to play to their best of their ability. Yeah, Graven. It definitely was Mike White that beat him. Hey man, he went for that 317, 3 touchdowns against the Colts. So if he definitely can replicate that for today's game, and we get Rashad Bateman involved and Hollywood, go for 100 yards, and because I feel like Cincinnati going to be keen on Mark Andrews tonight. I mean, well, this afternoon. If Mark Andrews is covered all this afternoon, that opens up the field for the rest of the guys. We just got to execute. We had to execute, take all the points that's available, whether it's 3 points, whether it's a point at the attempt, or just a touchdown. And if we do a 2-point conversion, we have to call something better. And whatever is working for us, do not run away from it. Keep on using the same plays until they stop it. Seven more minutes, y'all. Come on, man. Give me, like I said, come on. Keep on dropping those questions. Keep on talking to me. 12:50. I'm gonna let everybody go ahead so y'all can get ready for the game. Drop me y'all predictions on offense and defense, and also give me score predictions as well. Guapo Ace, we need JJ to be upbeat and confident. Let him be loose. Honestly, I do agree. I do agree with that. No reason for him to let him be, timid or be in a controlled type of game. Me personally, that's the reason. That's the reason why Tyler Huntley, plays the way he plays. He plays He plays free and loose. He plays with confidence. He just plays his style of football. So, I feel like Greg Roman, if he hasn't talked to Josh Johnson already, see what he's comfortable, know what he's capable of doing, see what they can scheme up, and just go out there and have fun and execute those plays, man. Eric, are you on the hashtag Fire Roman train? I think McConnell and myself, we have been on the get rid of Greg Roman train for a while now. But honestly, there is a new train of getting rid of the trio. And when I say the trio, I mean John Harbaugh, Roman, and Wink Martindale. I think the Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars need a new coach. I need some, if y'all guys are good with resumes, I need y'all to go ahead and fix their resumes up, you know, and send them over to the Jacksonville. Send Wink to the Jaguars and go ahead and send Roman over there in Chicago with Justin Fields. So so I mean, yeah, I'm definitely on that train of letting them go, but at the same time, we gotta see how EDC finally makes that call, makes the judgment for the better of the team. Me personally, if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson coming alive in 2018, going 6-1, I feel like John Harbaugh would have been out the door. But because of Lamar Jackson, going 6-1, getting them to the playoffs, he saved John's. He saved John, and honestly, John been thinking things are sweet. And right now, I feel like Eric DeCosta needs to remind these guys that nothing is sweet and nothing is guaranteed right now. And I think you don't put them in the hot seat no more. I think it's time to let that trio go and start fresh, because it always seems like it's some type of miscommunication or type of dissension, and that's been like that for the past couple seasons, in my opinion. Even when Earl Thomas was here, granted, Earl Thomas was a menace. But some things you gotta give. Some things you gotta give. I mean, I love the aggression. I don't always agree with the conservative calls, stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of these play callings, from John, Roman, Wink, they haven't been calls to put us in the right position. I feel like there's been calls to, those been calls out of pride and arrogance, not, really understanding your personnel and not really making a good scheme, that's going to put us in a winning position. There's no way in heck if you don't have the best corners to keep on calling zero blitzes. You can't keep going in presses saying, yeah, we run plays against the zero coverage, but at the same time on Sundays, on Thursdays, Monday nights, you're not running those plays that you supposedly have in the vault against those zero coverage packages. You can't keep on going for 2 when you're going 2 for 27. It's 28%, and you're running the same play. This is a good question. And on this question, that's where we're going to end the note. Mekhi Livingston. Do you think letting Harbaugh go will affect Lamar's decision to resign? I'm gonna say this: Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson, they have that father-son relationship. I definitely feel like they love each other. I definitely feel like that's his coach, that's his guy, all that. But at the same time, I feel like if they don't make a call on Greg Roman, I feel like that's going to hold more weight to him possibly resigning. Because at the same time, Lamar Jackson has a higher ceiling than what these guys right now are giving them. So I feel like if Eric DeCosta does not make changes with offensive coordinator or either head coach, I definitely feel like this will affect him resigning with the Ravens. And I'm glad someone asked that question, because we yes, we fall in love with Lamar. We fall in love with the words and the narrative Lamar Jackson has created, that he always want to be a Raven. He want to bring us a Super Bowl, and I believe that. But at the same time, I feel like Lamar Jackson is no dummy. He is a businessman at the end of the day. And yes, this organization has trying to build around him, but I feel like if we do not get some things worked out, we could be seeing another Lamar Jackson. And also Lamar Jackson also as well, yes, he may think about his health and wealth, which I feel like he should, but also he has to play better as well. Right now, yes, he has the LeBron James effect of he can make anybody better around him, but also he has to elevate his game as well. When I say elevate his game, it can't always be being mad on the sidelines. I need him to continue talk. I can't have that. I'm tired of always hearing it or seeing the my bads. No, I want you to get out there the next possession and make a touchdown, make a play happen. This has been one of the most atrocious seasons, in my opinion, watching Lamar Jackson in regards to interceptions. I mean, I know he's been playing against a depleted offensive line. The pressure's been getting to him. People grabbing at his ankles and stuff like that. Hell, I'll be frustrated as hell too. But there's been some plays where he thought it was there, but it wasn't there. I don't know what that was. What's all that been about? But he has to also play better as well. Eric, you think we're gonna bring? You think we're going to be able to bring Snoop back? Honestly, I think the way Snoop contract works, McConnell can correct me if I'm wrong, when he comes on a postgame show, I think we have sole rights to his contract. So I don't think anyone can, just up and pick him up. I feel like, people are going to be calling the all season to see if he's available. There is a lot of teams that are looking for a quarterback. Honestly, this quarterback class is not the best. You got Pickett, Carroll. I think it's a quarterback out of Washington coming out this year. I don't think the quarterback class is really that deep, in my opinion, this year. I could be wrong, guys. Correct you. You guys can correct me. Excuse me. Also, you got Malik coming out of Louisville as well. But I don't feel like this quarterback class is that strong. So I feel like people are going to be calling to see, the availability on Snoop. And honestly, Snoop is good trade value. Yeah, we're sitting on 10 picks. And then also, you never know what pick we may get out of Matt Judon as well. We may get a high third round pick, or even, a late second round. We never know with that. But I definitely feel like, Snoop is a good trade piece right now. But on that note, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. We got 7 minutes before kickoff. Thank you all for being in the chat with me, talking to me, asking me questions. Once again, this is another Battle Tested Sunday. Josh Johnson and company are gonna go out there and do what they can do best, and that's show resolve, show resilience, fight till till it's 0 on the clock. So remember, y'all, follow us on Twitter at TTB_Ravens. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube page. Share it out with all your fellow Ravens fans. And Flock, I'm gonna see y'all later, and I love y'all. Have a good one.